right, Coach. Just overall thoughts on the game today.
Um, I have a lot of thoughts. I guess the thing that sits with me the most is just cleaning up what we do. I know this is a long process, a long season, and our goal is to get better every day. I know this team, this new team I have, it's not gonna click overnight. We just gotta keep taking steps towards being great in January and February. Um, but I don't think, I think, of course, that's a non-one, Division non-one team that we just played, and there's some things that I don't think on the stat sheet should be there. We turn the ball over too much. Those are things that I don't think they pressured us into doing it. It's just us being solid and learning to be a solid basketball team. Um, Rebounding, we were fine. Shooting the ball, we were fine, except for the free throw line at 67, 66%, 67%. So the numbers are going to look what they look like, but there's a feel that you have as a coach that you know what your team should look like right now, and we're on our way there. We're not there yet, and if we can keep growing and keep defending and keep playing hard, then we'll get there at some point.
I know one of the things you were really disappointed with at Georgia Southern was getting out rebounded by the Eagles, and that was a point of emphasis. Using your size against Ecclesia, getting back to what you did and out rebounding them was a plus for you today.
Yeah, definitely. We knew we wouldn't have many offensive rebounds, being that probably see the ball going a little more at a higher rate. But we wanted to be dominant on the glass, give them one shot or less. I was disappointed in the second half. I think our intensity backed off from the first half. First half, I wasn't mad at anything defensively, other than a few bad rotations and things that you're going to have in games. But late in the game, it was more of our maturity. Like it was almost like we started watching the score and we stopped defending and we stopped trying to be us. And usually the best teams are the most mature teams.
Hard to believe you only got three more non-conference games before you start up league play at the end of the month. Eight games in, where you are currently, how would you assess?
On our way. We've shown some good things. I think scoring defense, we're up there. Where we're not giving up too many points per game. But we got to get better at getting easy baskets. Right now, we're working for everything, and it shouldn't be this hard, especially when we're getting stops at the rate we're getting them. We got to be consistent with our rebounding defense. We have to be consistent with our ability to turn our turnovers into points. And that's kind of the same with us getting stops. We're not turning those situations into easy baskets that we used to get. And then we're turning the ball over too much. If we cannot do those things, we haven't turned teams over too much. And I want to get to the point where we can use our length and be better at turning people over, but not by pressuring, by just being in the right position and using our length. And like I say, causing a little havoc with our size. And so we're on our way. We're by no means a finished product. But I know Rome wasn't built in a day, and this thing is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
Season high in made threes and three-point field goal percentage in the game. In particular, Avery. I know for me it was nice to see the ball go in for him. So just talk about how it was nice to see the three ball go in today more than it has.
No doubt. It was good to see. But, usually as a product of the right guy shooting, well, you would say, well, Avery hasn't been making them. We kind of knew Avery would make them at some point. But I think we need to challenge Avery at doing a lot of other things, taking his mind off so much of just making threes and that being the only way he can affect the game. Keep him rebounding because he's rebounding the ball well, make him a better defender on the ball and off the ball. And if we can do that and let him play free and clear his head up, I think more shots will fall.
AJ Bates had his first double-double with 14 points and 10 assists. I mean, it's still pretty early in his career, right? Because he's only in his sophomore year. I think this is only his 37th or 38th college game, but only maybe his 10th start. Just, I guess, talk about his progression and his maturation of becoming a leader for the team.
No, he's growing. Again, it's the battle of him running the team and being me out there on the floor. And him actually making the right plays. I always trust he's probably going to try to make the right play, whether it be finding a teammate or him taking the ball to the rim. I'm good with those, and that's where his assists come from. I just want him to have a really good handle of the team, and as he grows in that, you're going to see him become more dynamic, and I think people will be really excited about the player he's going to become.
Rivalry week coming up with the Cajuns coming in Saturday. How much do you feel like telling the history of this rivalry and this series will play into this week and practice and just getting ready for the Cajuns to come here?
You know, and I'm gonna try to do just that. You know, we living in a day and age where I don't know how connected our players are to our universities, and that's a sad statement to make. As a head coach, we got guys that have been to 4 universities. We got guys that have been to 2. But I want them to understand that the people who did this is their university. We need to play for them, and we need to play for the people that have put time into investing in these 2 universities. The people that wear these colors proud, and if we can play for them, and we can keep our minds and kind of be selfless, and let it not be about us, but be about Bulldog Nation and Louisiana Tech and our president and our ADs and all our alumni. Maybe we can do something special for them. I'll tell you what.